ultra-rare Thomas. He is an Arizona Cardinals fan from northern Arizona. He tells facts about the organization. He was our first spontaneous interview, which makes him a rare find. You can watch Thomas on episode 2.
Fast as they used
to. Feelings fan. He is an Arizona Cardinals fan from northern Arizona. He is a fan that is not afraid to tell you how it is. He is a proud Cardinal fan, even though his dad is a Bears fan. This fan was found wandering around the mall. You can watch Matt on episode 2.
It's like his passion in a football fan. I want to root his heart because my team just seems like, there's not much hope.
Number 13, Wagner. He is an extreme Arizona Cardinal fan since birth. He is the admin for AZ, Bird Gang Nation on Facebook. And he is a passionate Bird Gang member. You can watch Ryan Wagner on episode 5.
Be here, be ready.
Traveling fan. He is the 2021 Fan of the Year. He will travel in the rain, snow, and even hurricanes. Expect to see Robert in the stands. He is the creator of AZ Bird Gang Nation on Facebook. Tweet. You can watch Robert Friedman on episode 7.
Young rookie's confidence. I love this rookie class.
The British Hunter is an Arizona Cardinals fan from over 5,000 miles away and has been a fan since 2007. He is an active punter of the Birmingham Bulls and is a precise punter. You can watch Martin on episode 9. He's an Arizona Cardinals fan since 1988, an active member of the Professional Football's Ultimate Fan Association, and is a member of the Tailgating Hall of Fame. And now introducing your 2023 Arizona Cardinals Fan of the Year, Tailgate Troy, Landrum.
Welcome in, everybody. We've got a very special guest. He's a proud active member of the Professional Football's Ultimate Fan Association and Tailgating Hall of Fame, the 2023 Arizona Cardinals Fan of the Year, and a U.S. Navy veteran. Introducing Tailgate Troy, Landrum.
All right. Hey, Troy, thank you for your service, man. Thank you so much. Woohoo!
Yeah, thank you. Thank you for your service.
All right.
You bet.
So we got some questions for you. So in my notes I have here, I have that that your love and your fandom started in 1988, where you were a security guard for the Tempe Mission Palms Hotel. I'm very familiar with that hotel. Awesome hotel. Can you elaborate a little bit more, or maybe have a cool story that kind of made you fall in love with the Arizona Cardinals, or anything you kind of want to tell us?
Well, man, let me tell you. Back in '88, I had just gotten out of the Navy, and it was a quick security job that I received at night, and the Cardinals were just awarded, right, to relocate in Arizona. Long story short, we find out that our hotel is the team hotel.
Oh, that's awesome.
Now,
That's awesome.
back then, both teams were in the same hotel.
Ooh.
So I remember a pregame with Philadelphia, and Philadelphia was in there at the same time, going up and down the elevators. But what I used to do, because I was the only security guard at night, was the coaches used to ask me, "Hey, can you come with us to do bed checks?" Because I had the master key. And so I could go in and we check on them, and yeah, you know how them players are. They fake sleep. Yeah, I'm sleep coach. I'm sleep coach. So, and then after all that was done, then I would get the messages. Can you go make a run for us? And yeah, I can. I got you.
That's awesome.
So used to do a whole lot of things. But what that did is, it got me. I got to meet some of the general manager, some of the coaches, and I started getting tickets to the game. I was like one of the only people or employees at the hotel that even was interested. So I got one on my birthday, which is November 3rd.
Mhm.
Keep that in mind.
We got
Next thing you know, I started getting them like every other home game,
Nice.
and it happened the following year as well. And then I don't know what happened. I was my full-time job. There was an older woman that I used to work with, and her husband, whose health was deteriorating, they didn't want to go anymore. So they just started giving me their tickets. And so it was myself and one of my coworkers that used to go. A couple years of that. Now we're into 1993, and I'm buying my own tickets.
Oh wow.
So started
That's
off with
amazing.
2 in the end zone up at the top, and been there ever since. So
That's
love it.
awesome. That's great.
Love it.
Great
Fantastic
story.
story. Yeah. All right. So I see that you've earned the name Tailgate Troy. How did you earn this honor?
You know what? It's funny how we all get these little nicknames. There was a couple of visitors that had come into town, and I don't know how it happened, but they just started saying, "Well, Tailgate Troy, come over to Tailgate Troy," and it just stuck. As a matter of fact, I
wow.
think it was a couple of fans from the Jets. We had played the Jets, and at the time I had tickets in the orange lot, and he had brought out like 40 lobster tails, or not lobster tails, but lobsters,
Oh wow.
full spiny lobsters, because he was from Connecticut, and
Wow.
we had them all on the grill. Oh,
So-
and it just stuck. Just
Yeah.
So
That's
where
great.
are you located, Tailgate Troy? No, I'm just got the lobsters and the steaks out before game time.
stuck. Next season, the Patriots are coming to town. Don't tell me I didn't tell you right now.
Nice.
We'll make Chris. We got to make a
January
note
18th.
on that.
Yep.
Make a note.
Make a
All
note.
right, Troy. I got another question for you. So we noticed that you have this iconic look. Has this always been your look? Have you just kind of created through the years of adding certain pieces? Do you have a ritual like during game days, like at home when you're on the road? So kind of, can you let us a little bit know about your iconic look and how that became?
Whew. So the visor, I think happened right about 1996, 97.
Oh wow.
Okay.
I had
Nice.
found it. I found it in a store, probably a Walmart or something like that, and I just liked it. Now I didn't wear it every game.
Okay.
I used to like wearing those visors, just the plain visors.
Yeah.
And then once we moved over into the new stadium, it became permanent. So I wore it every game.
Gotcha.
And if you remember back in, I don't know if you remember, back in 2006, 7, 8,
Mhm.
7, 8.
Yep.
I started wearing my red and white striped overalls with the visor,
Okay.
and it stuck. That year I came out on the season ticket when we used to have season ticket packets.
Yeah.
I came out on the ticket packet with next to Wizen Hunt.
Nice.
And then 2 years later, I came out on the envelopes. So all the envelopes that were sent out to the season ticket holders, it's back there somewhere.
That's cool.
There was my picture. Here's the stripes and the red. And ever since then, I've had to keep them. Wherever I can find them, you can't find them anymore. My friend Dino, if you guys know Dino Pena,
Yep. I think
Red
we're friends with
Rage.
him.
When he was back in New Mexico, he had one of the last brand new ones, which is this
Mhm.
Okay.
that I bought, and I've kept it. Now I make my own.
Oh,
So I'll order
cool.
them, and I can't give you my secret, but I
Yep.
order them, and I create my own. I have them for the military appreciation, breast cancer awareness. So
oh,
That's
nice.
really cool.
That's awesome, man.
yeah, it's the signature.
And we love it, man. We love the
Yeah.
signature look. We got to
Heck
let
yeah.
everybody know, man. Tailgate Troy.
But and then the rest of the outfit, I've morphed in from. I went from the overalls. Now I have my cargo shorts.
Mhm.
Yep.
Okay.
My tailgate warrior socks because I had those made last year.
Nice.
Cardinal shoes, and the chonies. I have 2 pair of game day chonies, one for
Nice.
home, one for away. I promise you, my wife will tell you, don't leave the house without them.
Hey, you change them, right? Not like Pat Mahomes. You change them because Patty doesn't
Not on
change
game
his.
day. Nope. They're on from 5:00 in the morning to whenever we shut down on game day.
Nice. I love it.
That's awesome. That's fantastic. Heck yeah.
So,
All right, so let's get into the nitty-gritty here, okay? I want to talk about this new era that we're in right now. What do you think about JG and Monty coming in here and flipping the switch?
I think we have some true leaders that are in the house. I think Monty, as a fan, that was at the draft in Kansas City. You got to personally see the work that they put in, right? Those draft picks, pretty solid, right? Everyone contributed. JG has the respect of the players. I think there's just a no BS type of mentality. We talk about accountability. The last regime used to say accountability, but I really don't think that was the case.
Was it?
Yeah.
And so, together as a team, I think they were both bred for these positions. And I definitely look forward to seeing what they're going to do this year in Detroit. I think I have a strong feeling that this is going to turn the team around much quicker than most of us Cardinal fans probably would have thought.
Right.
Okay. I feel that way too, yeah.
Yeah, we're right on the same. Chris and I, we ever since. I mean, if you were watching us when we very started with it, I mean, we've been on the JG Monty because we know where they're coming from. We know they're scouts. I don't think anybody or you have all these Cardinal fans out there. I don't really think they really understand that. It's different. There's different scouts. It's not the Keim era anymore. They fired and got rid of everybody. We're bringing in a whole new crew. I mean, I don't know if you've just heard about the new reports. They even went and fired some of the business managers and business personnel. They're moving all that into a new building. I mean, they're literally getting rid of all that stuff.
I was actually in the office on Tuesday because I had to pick up one of my Fan of the Year gifts from Captain Morgan's. So the parking lot was full.
Oh yeah,
they were moving.
Moving boxes.
They're moving.
So kind of tail back in on last year's draft. I want to know your thoughts on this upcoming draft. Who do you think we should get? I mean, we kind of already know the draft. This has been a big discussion. This is huge. This is the huge year for the Cardinals. Epic.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah. Names?
Yeah.
Probably. I'm not going to give you any names. Marvin would be, he'd be a nice prize.
Right.
Yeah.
But there's probably 5 to 6 solid receivers that could make an impact. And I only say that because I think this year's receiving core is better than last year's. And all you got to do is look at the top 15 teams and the receivers that are on those teams and the impact that they're making. So I think with the right coaching, the right offense, it'll be any one of those 5, top 5 or 6 receivers. But Marvin Harrison, is he a Larry Fitzgerald type? He's got to be somewhere for a long time.
So you're thinking we should go our 4th pick wide receiver, no matter what. Doesn't matter. We need that wide receiver.
I believe, strongly.
Okay.
Yeah. Next after that, whether it be O-line or D-line, probably, and then shaking it up with some speed, tall cornerbacks.
Okay, so you think then we should go like our 25th pick? I think we're going like. So you think we should go like a D line or O? I think we're like 25, but if I think
27, I thought.
27, it might go worse because if Houston,
it could be 32.
it could if Stroud keeps going crazy on us. I mean, we'll see.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
because we were thinking wide receiver, corner, and then beef up that line.
Yeah, the line's important, right?
We got to
extremely. Yeah.
If we can't protect Kyler, then it's all for naught. Look at CJ. A perfect example. They're taking care of their boy.
Mm-hmm.
So, even Patrick Mahomes is losing. He's getting sacked.
Yeah,
and breaking helmets.
Yeah. So getting some line in that interior defensive line. Definitely, we need some beef up there.
Yeah,
but
for sure.
We do have some young talent on the team right now, so I'm impressed with Stills.
Yeah,
just a stud, and got to meet him at the Red Rage. So
nice,
just a down to earth guy. So
very cool, very cool. All right, so potentially coming off the board in this draft, there are some great QBs, and so with that said, how do you feel about Kyler Murray as our QB1 right now?
I'm solid. I feel 100% in this corner.
Yes, heck yeah.
Let's love that. Let's go K1.
The year that I made the most road trips, I think I made 7 of them.
Mm-hmm.
Was it 21, 22, 21? When we had gone 10-1, 10-2. I just remember going out to Cleveland and we beat Cleveland without Cliff, without the there was a scrub coaching, if you will.
Yeah.
When he's protected, he's extremely effective.
Yeah, he sure is.
Don't want to blame injuries, but DJ wasn't good the end of that year.
Yeah.
And then the line just started falling after that. So I'm in his corner. The guy can run, he can play, got a good head on his shoulders, and I think they figured something out this year. And I'm sure you've noticed, but he did that quick step back.
Yeah.
To get that extra, what do you want to call it? Half yard of clearance. And I think that helped. Now, is someone going to try to make adjustments to that? Sure. Just slide. He'll find the gap.
Oh yeah.
So I'm in this 100%.
Yes,
very cool.
So are we. We're all in. Actually, I mean, Chris has been a K1 fan since day one. I wasn't. I'm going to be honest. I wasn't. I was like, oh, this kid coming in here doesn't know what he's doing. He has an attitude. I'm serious. I was on that bandwagon. I really was. And then my brother was like, start watching his stuff. Like, start looking into what he's doing. And then so I actually started looking into it and going, wait a minute. And then I started watching his workouts and his since he was injured, because injuries can really tell a character about a player. I mean, it's either going to decimate you and you're done, or you're going to work through it and you're going to progress and you're going to go. And I really think that injury humbled him in a way that I don't think any fans can know. I think he had a great support system behind him. I think he had his family. I know that he sat and talked with his dad for a lot of times. Yeah. And I think it really kind of cut him down to and going, hey, wait a minute, I got to wake up. This is my job. This is my life.
Yeah. And it's a maturity that comes with that. The humbling, absolutely. I think is actually a part of the maturing maturation process. And so I think he developed before our very eyes.
That's great.
Yeah, I'm all in.
That's awesome. So are we.
All right, right there.
Heck yeah.
So Troy, I see that you've worked for many charities here in the Valley.
Yes.
And are you currently active in any? And if you are, if you want to go ahead and let everyone know or fans know about some charities that you're involved in, what Chris and I will do is if you want to give us the links, we'll put those links down in the description, and then they can go ahead and click on those and donate. And we'd love for you guys to donate. I'm a born and raised Arizona native, so is Chris. So we know, man, we know. So if you want to plug those, go for it, my man.
You know what? There's 2 organizations in particular that get a lot of my time. But I do divide it up amongst several different charities. But the first one being Hope Kids. Hope Kids Incorporated,
That's great.
the effort that they put in for these terminally ill kids, it's just amazing. And the support that they provide to the families, right? You know, there's a lot of programs that are out there that are geared for, heck, even call it Make-A-Wish, right? Phenomenal organization.
Yep.
The difference between, I'd liken Make-A-Wish to, or not Make-A-Wish, but Hope Kids to Make-A-Wish and Ronald McDonald House, like bundled up in like a hybrid, because they allow the family to receive support as well. So they'll have events just for family support, just like a little respite.
That's cool.
Whether
That's
it's
great.
a movie, whether it's a concert or something like that. So they always include the whole family. So the funds are well used. And if you saw pictures from Christmas, the emotions that this whole gymnasium was packed
that's
with
great.
toys. It was the most incredible thing. So we support them. And then the Eris Foundation, which on Tuesday evenings up at Mountain Park Healthcare Facility on McClintock and Broadway, every Tuesday evening, they have these services for the shelterless. And so there's a group that always comes in and will feed. And my group, my tailgate group, has done that. Where you're feeding 250 people. Just a good meal that they probably wouldn't have had.
That's great.
The last one we did, if you guys know those big dishes, I had 14 baked ziti dishes. Large containers.
Nice.
And so, and we just fed them and bread and salad and everything.
That's so great.
But in addition to that, they have hair cutting services, pet grooming services, dental, counseling, books, different types of takeaway groceries. So both organizations are rock solid, in my humble little opinion. And I do donate a lot of time, effort, and sometimes money and supplies. And then the Ronald McDonald House. I don't know if you've ever done one, and if you guys haven't done one, I have your contact information, and I will invite you to come out with our tailgate group. It is making a brunch for a compound, is what I'll call it, and listening to the kids walk up to the counter and just thank you with these sad eyes. And I mean, some of them have medical devices attached to them, and the parents, and you hear the stories. Man, it hits you. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
The best thing we can do is give back to our community. That to me, it's what makes me who I am today.
Nice.
That's very cool.
And Chris and I, we've done it. We've given back to the community. We've actually served the homeless when we were growing up in Phoenix and areas. So we're very well familiar with giving back to the community. Right. And the RedSea Brothers, I mean, we'll join you. Definitely. We'll come down and join you. I will. I got a 14-year-old daughter, and he has some little ones. So yeah, definitely.
Yep.
Yeah. We will definitely, I'll hit you guys up.
Awesome. So, very cool.
That'd be great. I love collaborating. Sometimes we'll collaborate with other teams, because there's some fan clubs from other football teams that are in the area. So sometimes we'll collaborate with them.
That's great,
especially when we go to St. Mary's. But yeah, it's the camaraderie, the unity. It's yes, it's my team versus your team when we're in the stadium, but outside the stadium, man, it's all about, hey, what can we do?
Yep.
To leave a better footprint.
All right.
That's very cool. All right. So once again, Tailgate Troy, I really do appreciate it. We thank you for your service, and thank you for being thank you for being part of our show today. And we also want to thank you for making our fan base great.
Yeah, man.
No, we have an awesome fan base,
We do.
right?
We sure
do.
You know, I'm fan of the year this year, but there are so many fans that have the whole package, right? Because it's not just being a fan.
Yeah.
It's the community service, it's the fan, it's the
Yep.
unity, it's all of it. And we have a lot of fans that fit that mold. I was fortunate to win it this year. I'm happy about it. Trust me.
Congratulations, man.
Yeah, that's
And,
good.
Congrats. That's a great honor.
It took a little while for me to just accept it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I do appreciate it. So thank you.
Well, thank you for being on the show. And again, go Cards, right?
Yeah.
Please go Cards.
Go Cards,
Go
baby.
Cards.
Woo!
Let's
We got
go.
to represent them in Vegas.
All right, Troy.
Oh, nice.
Thank you to our first set of Fandables: Ultra Rare, Thomas, Feelings Fan, Matt, Number 13 Wagner, Ryan Wagner, Traveling Fan, Robert Friedman, The British Punter, Martin Broyne, Tailgate Troy, Landrum.